What's up, notJust developers? Welcome back to a new live stream, and this is another episode of the Summer Startup Challenge. During the month of August, I am building an application myself for production, and I'm trying to release it by the end of the month. And this challenge is also for the whole community because I encourage all of you guys to go ahead and start working on the application that you've been dreaming of, the application that you wanted to build but never found time. So during the month of August, go ahead and dedicate some time to it and try to have at least something there, because the hardest part is to get started, and after that you can continue working on it and deploy it on market. On September 1st, we're going to have a demo day, and 3 projects from our community will have opportunity to present their projects to publicly on our channel. And yeah, I encourage all of you to join and build your dream application. More information about the event you can find following the link in the description below. But today, because we are approaching the demo day quite fast, I want to provide more information about the demo day itself and how everything is going to happen. So speaking about the next step, we're going to hold an internal demo day on 31st of August, the last day of August, at 3 p.m. GMT +1 on the private Discord channel. This will be available for all the pro community members, and if you are one of them, you can apply and present your demo during our internal demo day. We're gonna vote for the best projects, and 3 projects that will receive the most votes during the internal demo day will present the next day on 1st of September at the public demo day. At the public demo day, the presentation will be in form of video, so you don't have to worry about being live in front of a camera. You can record your presentation beforehand. And it's going to be on 1st of September at 3 p.m. GMT. And I have a couple of surprises for you for the demo day, a couple of interesting projects that you don't want to miss out. Yep. So actually, in order for to help you with the pitching, with presenting your ideas and presenting your project, we invited an expert. We invited Roman Gluk, who is going to host a pitch training session, and we'll talk about how you can sell ideas in less than 5 minutes. This training is going to be this Thursday, 24th of August at 3 p.m. inside our notJust Pro community. If you're one part of that, you should already have received the email. I'm also going to send you an invite a bit later. And if you're interested in joining this training and other benefits of being part of our pro community, make sure to check it out because we launched it this month. And we also have some launch bonuses only available during August, which includes a 50% discount. We have a weekly Q&A session during August. Later, we're going to have it once a month. And other benefits you can find on notjust.dev/pro. We plan to have some monthly training sessions with our pro community where we can learn more about being a notJust developer, the technical side and the non-technical as well. So if you are building applications, make sure to join that and check it out following the link in the description below. Now back to the live stream of today. As you know, during this challenge, I'm also building an application. I am doing every coding part here live on YouTube. And this is something different than our usual tutorials that we have on the channel. If you are interested in learning mobile development, check out some tutorials that we already have done on the channel. But this series is mostly the documentation part of me building a production application and everything that goes in this process. What I'm building exactly is I'm trying to build an application to help couples and families manage their finances together. There are a lot of ideas and features that I have about this application, but I'm going to focus on only one, the savings goals, in order to make it realistically and to be able to release something complete by the end. Actually, the application is with savings goals are like 90% done. We are fixing some bugs and implementing some additional features right now. And yeah, the application is available on test flight. If you're interested to give it a try, let me know, or actually we have a public test flight URL. You can join there and test it before we make it public. The tech stack that I'm using for this application is Expo, Tamagui, and Supabase for the backend. And it's a great experience because I treat this project as a learning journey as well. Some of these tools like Supabase and Tamagui, it's the first time I'm trying them out, so it's great to learn new stuff while building a real application. And I think that's the best way to actually learn something new is by using it into a real project. Anyway, the plan for today is I really want to get into the notifications and to have at least some reminders in our application for people to come back and update their goals. Notifications is something so important for mobile applications, and it's so important for engaging your users. And yeah, with this application that I'm building right now, which we have it here, and the main features are defining your goals, like financial goals that you want to save for. And after that, adding like transactions towards them to keep track of your savings. So this type of application, I think one common problem is people forgetting to come back and have a look at their goals. So what I'm thinking to do is once a week to send a notification for the users to come back and have a look at the goals, maybe update, maybe send like additional transact or like savings towards that goal. And I was not sharing the screen. Here is actually the screen with the application. This is the home screen. It shows you a couple of stats at the top, a couple of savings goals, and you can see all your savings goals here. I think it will also be important to add kind of status for the savings goals, because if this is complete, it should be displayed somehow that you finished it. Yeah, something like that. Previous week we actually implemented previous week we implemented amplitude for analytics, and I see that it's already working. We have a couple of users, and these are thanks to you guys who decided to join and help me test the application. And yeah, this is something for our analytics, and Sentry is for issue management, for crash analytics. So I already see some issues that were reported, and it's gonna help me like later to understand like if something wrong is happening in the application. It's still a learning curve for me as well, like with Sentry, but I'm excited to start using it. Okay, hello everyone who is joining this live. Oliver, Jay, Rogelio, how are you doing, guys? And yeah, let's have a look and let's get started. I'm gonna have a look if on Git status what I was doing there. I don't actually remember. Yeah, it's disable Sentry in dev mode. Anyway, I actually also cleaned up a bit the profile screen with only the things that are actually working, the buttons. And for example, I updated, no, the privacy policy and terms of services. Haven't updated it yet, but the about, yes, I updated it. So these are something that are not very interesting to share like in the live stream. That's why I did them behind the scenes. But with notifications, I think that's going to be an interesting part. So let's actually turn on some music and start coding our notifications in the application. Sounds good? Let's have a seat. Okay. So when it comes to notifications, I'm gonna start with Expo notifications, which is a library that allows you to manage notifications on your client side. It's important to understand that notifications are there are two types of notifications: local notifications and remote notifications. For local notifications, these are the ones that the application displays them while running the application, like everything happens locally. While remote notifications are sent by your server when maybe some actions are happening. It's either as well a scheduled notification, or when someone, for example, likes your comment from your back and you want to notify the offer. So far, I don't need remote notifications. Maybe later we can add them. So far, with local first notifications using Expo notifications, we're going to be able to do everything that we need, because I see that they support scheduled notification, and that's exactly what I need. But what I need is scheduled on a date, but I see that I'm interested if I'm going to be able to schedule on a specific date. I mean, to schedule the notifications that are repeating weekly. And this says only on iOS. We'll see if, because otherwise I would go with Notify, which is also a notification library for React Native, and it also supports triggers and schedule notifications. Let's give it a try for Expo notifications, and we'll see. So first of all, what we have to do is npx expo install Expo notifications. Let's do that. I'm gonna open it here, and inside our Expo project, let's go ahead and install the Expo notifications. And actually here I have also the project board where I keep track of everything. So notifications are here. In progress. Now, usage, check out the example. Notification, okay. I think the notifications will be actually some kind of a provider. So let's go ahead in package application. Provider, in provider have a new folder, notifications, or notification provider. Yeah, let's keep it singular. And I'm gonna, where is it? Notification. Let's create a file, notification provider .native, because most of these things will work only on the native. We're gonna use Expo for that. Maybe for web we can have it later, but as I said, I don't focus on the web. And here Yeah, here we're gonna need fold function notification provider. The notification provider will receive children. And here we're gonna also have to create a context. Using create context from React. And what we can do is we can render the notification context. This one dot provider. I'm not sure why it doesn't have it. What's the problem? Oh, it should be TSX. Yeah, like this. Let's close it, and inside it we're gonna render the children. Can also look at the auth provider for the auth provider props. Notification provider props. I don't need the initial session, so it can be like this. It needs a value. Initially nothing. Okay, I think that's good. Now I'm gonna add an index file that will simply export everything from hello Bendito, hello Danyanya, pizza. How are you doing, guys? Are you building an application for the Summer Startup Challenge? Now I have to also add this notification service to our list of providers here. So first of all, I'm gonna import why everything? Okay, everything is exported not as default. So let's do export function. And here we're gonna be able to, in the index, we're gonna be able to import it from notification. Now simply adding it to the list of our providers, and it is going to be the last one. Yeah, because it depends on the query client, it depends on maybe authentication and something else. Okay, now we can console log here something, console log notification provider. Let's check the logs. Yes, notification provider. That means that our notification provider are rendering correctly. Now, let's go back to our example of export notifications. And here, that's where we will set them up. This is the place. Let's import notifications from export notifications. Okay. Yeah, I think the first thing is the expo push token, which is the token that identifies a device for in order for us to be able to send them push notifications. Not sure if at this moment we need the expo push token, but when we will integrate remote notification, we will definitely need them, because from your server you need to know to which device you want to send the notification. And as I can see in the first use effect, probably I'm gonna copy everything in the first use effect and add it to my provider here. So register for push notification async. Is this a function? Where is it coming from? Yes, it's a function. Register for push notification async. Okay. Let's copy this one. I'm actually going to probably add a utils function inside this folder to keep all of this low level, like register for push notification and so on. Utils.ts, notjust. So let's do export async function. We're gonna need the platform here. We're gonna need notifications, which should be imported like this. Do we need to pay to use Expo for push notification, or is it free? The Expo notification library is free, but if I'm not mistaken, they also have a server for sending push notifications, and I think that must be paid. So the library that we are using for local notification and so on, like that's free and open source. But the Expo notification service, I think, push notifications, let's see. Yeah, we'll get there and see. So notifications, let's see, go back for Android device. Where is device imported? Okay, I think all of them are good. Let's go back to notification provider, and here we're gonna import from utils. At this moment, we don't need the listener yet, the response, not yet. What I need is to have a look if Expo push token is there. Yeah, we need to restart the server. Maybe we will need to also pre-build because we added new libraries with native code. So let's do that. Why are we making a separate context provider for registering for notifications? I want to separate like all the logic related to notification to a separate component. At this moment, I'm thinking like probably it doesn't have to be a context provider. It might be a hook. Yeah, a hook. But we'll see. Maybe we will need like to provide some data. Yeah, but the main purpose is to keep like the logic like separate. Let's wait until it builds. Okay, here it is. It should ask us for permissions for notifications. Come on. Did you use Redux for this application? Nope. No, I'm for the data, I'm querying it from Supabase, and yeah, so far the application is quite small to integrate like Redux. And even if it will become larger, I don't plan to integrate Redux. Must use physical device for push notifications. Okay, that's good. Let's connect our physical device and try it again. I'm gonna also share the screen in a moment just to have it running. One second. Let's go ahead here and yarn iOS -D to choose the device. And here is my phone connected to Redux. Kind of sucks once you discover Zustend. I haven't tried Zustend, but yeah, I heard a lot of good things about it. I'm also thinking that this feature or for the goals of setting due date would be beneficial, because when you set a goal to also specify when do you expect that to happen, and that way I can calculate like maybe how much you should save every week to reach that goal, and also like to calculate if you're on track or not. It's gonna be we're gonna be able to provide a bit more information and value to the users if we know until when they want to reach it. I actually already started using this application, so I'm building something that I'm personally going to use myself. So we're gonna have to share my screen as well from the physical phone. 1 second. Here it is. This is my physical phone. Probably you should see it. And where is the development server? Hey, come on. 1 second. Maybe have to log in. Oh boy, I always forget the email and username. Just 1 second, guys. So, it should be this one. Let's see. And multi-factor authentication, of course. Hello D1, hello CJ, hello Heidi from France. How are you doing, guys? Well, for some reason, I don't see it here. Let's try it again. I need to run it on my phone. Oh. Okay, yeah, everything is good. Stop this. I just need expo npx expo start, and as you can see, expo notification calls this function calls this register for push notification, which will try to get permissions. So that's why we see the permission window to allow or not. So if we allow, and if we would have our expo start here, should work. Come on. Vadim, are we doing unit testing or something like that for this application? No, actually for this application, I don't have time for unit testing. But if you're interested in that, in our full stack mobile development course, we have a dedicated module specifically for testing. So we have there probably 10 lessons around all different types of unit testing in React Native. So if you're interested in that, like, make sure to check it out. It's still bundling. But where is our music? Can you hear it? Yeah, I think you can. Hello Nifemi, welcome here. So yeah, it's been great. We are during this August, like, we're doing a lot of things. One of them is building this application, which is going to be a production application, and I've been waiting for. I wanted to do some of these production applications in a while, because most of the application recently have been educational, and this one is completely different. It's for real users, so I'm excited to do that. We have a summer startup challenge. We also launched our community, and on 1st September also we have a demo day, and there I'm gonna also announce something interesting. So yeah, a lot of things are moving. Anyway, so we have our application running. It asks us to allow sending notifications, so we can press allow. And what next? Oh, here it is, the new welcome screens. Not sure why it's not in dark mode, but we can change that from the settings. One second here as well. Okay. Here it is, the application. I'm gonna go right away into dark mode. For some reason I like it better. And yeah, basically what are we interested in is in the this exponent push token. Perfect. That means that we successfully take the expo push token, and later on, using this push token, we will be able to send remote notifications. Now let's have a look at to the next steps. For example, add notification received listener, set notification. And what are we doing with it? Probably nothing. Response, add notification response received. Well, basically we could have them like this. Notification listener. These two are refs. So notification listener dot current is not assignable to type subscription. Okay, perfect. Set notification. We also probably need this notification. All right, set notification of type notification probably. And in the remove here, it's also important when the component unmounts is to remove this one. Yeah, I think here we have to check if there is a value. We have to remove. And the same thing with the response. Yeah, like that. Now your expo push token, then we can do what? Schedule push notification. schedule. So schedule notification. You've got email here, data, seconds too. Let's try to schedule it. I'm interested where we will schedule it. Probably in the use effect or after receiving the Expo push token. Maybe, yeah, use effect. If Expo push token is undefined, we're not gonna do anything. Otherwise, we are going to schedule the push notification. So let's see. Set notification doesn't exist. Okay, that's good. At least it shows us the error. Set notification. Where is it happening? In register. Set notification doesn't exist. It's a bit weird, shouldn't happen. Hello, Rajput. Is it possible to change the default font by Google Font? Yes, that's possible. To fix basket screen from Uber Eats, but what's the problem there? Let's do console log, scheduled notification. Schedule notification, but we still don't receive it, right? Oh no. You've got email, here is your notification. Yes, it works. I can do it maybe, if I do every 10 seconds and also repeat through. Time interval must be at least 60 if repeating. Okay. Okay, we're gonna come back to the repeats in a moment. Anyway, the notification, we receive it. And it goes back here. And when we press on it, we see this console log. And I think this console log is from the this one, add notification. Or is it from this one? What's gonna be the title and the body? Something like update your goals, stay on track to reach your goals, something like that. We will update it later just to have something. Update your goals. Here is the notification body. I think should be a different one already. Stay on track to reach your goals. Perfect. Okay. I just want to check this function for register for push notifications. So we have a token, platform OS, Android, notification, set notification channel, default, importance maximum. I'm not sure if importance is maximum, but we can go with it. Light color. The light color probably should do some kind of gold. Not very important. And notification get permission. Okay, everything good there. Now with our scheduling, we're gonna read more. Present a notification to the user. True, false, false. And for us, we have true, false, false. Should show alert. Should play sound. Should set badge. Rajput, you'd have to give me more details to help you. I don't know what's happening there. So yeah, I think that the only thing that is left here is to schedule it for the date, for some kind of date, and repeats true. The date should be schedule. This is to cancel, get, present, notification async. Yeah, schedule notification async. Please note that this does not mean that the notification will be presented when it is triggered. Yeah, for more information, for the notification to be presented, you have to set a notification handler. With set notification handler, we did that. That will return an appropriate notification behavior. For more information, see the example below. Okay, schedule the notification that will trigger once in 1 minute from now. Schedule notification that will trigger repeatedly every 20 minutes. Schedule notification that will trigger once at the beginning of next hour. No, I need a trigger. Don't think it's a bit correct. But yeah, let's go ahead and here where we schedule it, let's do date equal to end of week. We're gonna use the notJust library that we installed to get the end of a week. So notjust get end of week. End of week. When that is going to be console log end of week. Think Sundays is a good time for the notifications. Reload. Okay, the end of week for me. Okay, I need the end of week, but the beginning of that day, or not even the beginning of that day. I need end of week in the evening or something like that. Set when should it be? In the morning? In the evening? Let's try 12. Is this correct or not? Without this, how was it? It was 22. With this, yeah, I think that's correct end of week. So can we do end of week for the date? Dot to date is not assignable to date does not exist in type. Time interval, daily trigger input, weekly trigger input. Yeah, I need weekly trigger input. A trigger that will cause a notification to be delivered once at the specified date. What if we have a look at the weekly trigger input? Oh, we can do weekday. A trigger that will cause a notification to be delivered once every week. Note, weekdays are specified with a number from 1 through 7, with 1 indicated Sunday. Okay. Oh, that's even better. We don't need to calculate because we can use right away weekday number 1, which is Sunday, hour 12, minute 0, and repeats true. I don't think we need any data, to be honest. Perfect. User.sub is not a function. Have a look where you have this in your code, user.sub, because the user.sub is a string, and most probably you're trying to somewhere call it as a function, and the error tells you user.sub is not a function. Just do a search like Command Shift F user.sub and have a look how you're using it in your project. And if somewhere you have it like this as calling, it's a mistake. What I'm wondering is if we are not, we don't need this. If we're not going to schedule multiple notifications at the same time, so should we, maybe we can also use the get, where is it, notifications, get all scheduled notifications. Or should I cancel all scheduled notifications? Get all, how's it called? Get all scheduled notifications. I'm interested, what are we going to receive there? No, then notifications, console log notifications. And this should be imported from these notifications. I think I'm gonna import everything separately. I don't like that we have it like this, so Notification, subscription. What else do we need there? We don't need notJust at this moment. What else? What else? Add notifications, response. So what I wanted to do is to check this. Go okay. Maybe I can do dot. Let's do JSON.stringify. Null and do 2. So here are all the scheduled notifications. They are quite a lot. What we are interested in is in, I don't know what. It also has some data. So using the data, I can check if we need to schedule it or not. So the type will be, I don't know, let's define some types. Or I can, simply say the type is savings, update savings reminder, update savings reminder. Alexandra, where are you going? Schedule reminders. This is going to be an async function, and inside it we're going to do scheduled notifications equal await when we don't need this then, and we can check if scheduled notifications dot, if any of them, no, if some of them, is it an array? It should be an array. Yeah, some. Notification dot content dot data dot type is equal to the name will be schedule update savings reminder. So if we don't have already, then we're gonna do schedule it, and we need to call this one schedule reminders here. And I can extract that into a const has a function has scheduled notification. It's gonna receive a type of the type, and we can do this logic there because it has some so return schedule notification.sum notification okay is equal to type. So here I can simply call this function with the type, but I'm interested in update saving reminder. And if it doesn't have that notification schedule, it will schedule it. But I also want to do one more thing. I want to cancel at this moment, cancel all schedule notifications. I know where, probably here. And in this has schedule notifications, I can do a console log just for us to see. Schedule notifications dot, or let's do JSON dot stringify this one with null and 2 tabs. So now there are no scheduled notifications. Even if I refresh, no, because they are getting cancelled. If I'm going to remove this one, we should only create that notification once. So now it's not there, but after reloading, it should be there as scheduled notification. And it's not. It's not being called. Has. Oh, because it's an await. Await. Now, initially, it's empty array. It calls the schedule update savings. And if I refresh, the array should have a schedule notification. We shouldn't see the schedule this one. So the array contains this notification with a data type. And if I reload again, we're not gonna schedule more of them, only once. Yeah, as you can see. So trigger. Repeats through, type calendar. That will work, but I'm thinking like, what will happen if I come back and update here with titles? Like people will still have the notifications like these. So maybe I should simply try to look for the notification with the content. But if I update the content, no. If I update this one, is it bad to simply cancel all the schedule notification and schedule them again when you open the application? Does that take a lot of time? Because I might be able to do schedule reminders. I might be able to do await, remove, how's it called? Cancel all schedule notifications. And after that, to simply call schedule update reminder. Like this. So it will be called every time, but if we console log them, I think console. Should always be only one. And if I refresh, also should be only one. Yeah. And I think this is a better approach, to be honest. Okay, schedule update saving, and it doesn't send anything. And I'm gonna say if it sends something this Sunday. I'm gonna leave this one here because we might need it later, but at this moment everything is okay like this. And for that we do not need a type. Yeah, I think for that we don't need a type. And I can easily remove this one. I think this is a better approach to simply cancel and schedule them new ones, because if I want to update, if I want to add different ones, like I'll always want the schedule notifications to be the most up to date. Okay, I think that's everything for local schedule notifications. So I can do git add commit -m setup expo notifications. At least I have it ready for for later integrating with other types of notifications. I don't know, we can try with ChatGPT to find a better. I am building a at the moment the main feature is creating savings goals and adding transactions towards your goals to keep track of the progress. Every Sunday I want to send a push notification to remind people to update their savings goals. Suggest the title and the body for such a notification. Do you have experience with Ruby? Is it worth learning in 2023? No, I actually don't have experience with Ruby. Push notifications. Hey, Sunday savings check-in. I think I like it. And if I simply say trigger just to see it, null, it should receive right away. Sunday savings check-in. Take a moment to update your savings goals and see your progress. Every step counts towards your dreams. Perfect. Love it. Okay, let's go ahead and do git add, but yeah, it's okay. Git add, git commit -m, update notification title. Okay, perfect. Let me have a look at maybe where. Let's scroll through it a bit. If you'd like to deep link to specific screens, that probably is happening using get last notification response. So notify weekly to add towards the goals. That is complete. Notify group members when someone adds a transaction. For that, we need to set up remote notifications. But that's not that important actually. So for that reason, I'm gonna put this one in not started, and we can come back to the notifications. At least we have something. That's already good. Clean the profile screen. I think I already did that. So if I go to the profile, yeah, it's only things that are important. So we can do it in done. Starting from Tom, shall I do with a due date? Due date. Yeah, I think that's a good next step to set a due date. I think we can provide a lot of value just knowing like when is the due date of a goal. We can calculate the amount or how much we should save weekly. Based on that, we can send target personalized notifications. So what we are interested in, I'm gonna probably continue with the emulator. Well, first of all, we need yarn soup status. We need to add the due date to our table. Let's go ahead, add the studio UI. This is our project running on localhost using Supabase. If I go at the table, we have goals. Do we have target date? Yes, we do have target date. And for all of them, I think I set it simply to the end of a year. Okay. So the database is actually ready. What is the target date? I think the target date should be optional. Yes, it's nullable. Okay. Now, when we create this savings goal here, we have name, we have amount, and we will need a due date. Features, create. This create was the original. Unfortunately, I don't see date picker. It's just going to be fun to create. So in the savings, we have a create screen, target date, goal schema, target date, form fields dot. We don't have yet a date here. If I add text, object keys if field. Why it doesn't appear here? Okay. We have a target date there. Oh, having like good UI for date pickers is a bit hard. But let's check. Tamagui maybe. Docs. Form, input, label, select, slider. Switch, toggle. Maybe it should be like a selector like this, which I don't know why it's not working. For Android and iOS, it includes 3 different modes: date, time, and date time with date peaks. The first option is to use built-in model. Yeah, I think that's what I need. Let's give it a try. So React Native date picker. Let's add the React Native date picker first. And form fields. That's gonna be interesting. Well, first of all, I think what I need to do is text field. Let's look at the text field. Let's go with a new file for date field.tsx. The thing is that I also need specifically for native something else. I need a date field.native.tsx. Return, I don't know, let's try with a text, simple hello. Date field. And from the index, let's go ahead and do export everything from date field. Date field. And what? dot date form fields. Okay, date input. It's a date, and I think we also need a mapping here from form fields. Dot date to date field. Shouldn't be from here, but from my UI here. But why it's not exported from where? Because in the UI, in the source, probably there is an index with everything from form fields. Do you think because it's not built, that's why it doesn't see it? Date field, because if we look at the form fields index, date field, export const date field. Yeah, I think it might be not being built. So now if I'm gonna go to this screen, savings goal, I see hello. But I also see some kind of each child in a list should have a unique key. Where is it coming from? No idea. In the create screen. Yeah, I think it's here, field name. And is it only for the goals? For example, if I go to the transactions plus, everything is okay. But if I go to the savings, yep. So in the transactions, we are using here object values fields. Okay, I think now it works. Perfect. So we see the hello, which stands for our date field native. Hello. What we are interested here is to use the date picker. Import date picker should be here. Import date picker should be there. Date, set date. And if I press on the press on this hello, we should probably do set open value or open equal to inverted open. So if I go to the savings goals, use state is not defined. Of course, we need to import it. Saving goal, hello, whoops, oops, something went wrong. I think I didn't rerun the application yet. Hello? Yeah. So let's go ahead and rerun the application on iOS, np yarn iOS. For a text field, what props? A size. Use TS controller. TS React form. Okay, come on. I think here instead of hello, we can set the date. Which we can initialize using probably day.js. All the goals by the end of a year, maybe. Or all of them to be in and off year. And to date. Objects are not valid. Date to date string. Sunday, December 31. Okay, that's already good. And if I press on it, wow, perfect. So I can do select date. Date picker. I need date only, not date time. Date picker. Minimum date should be today. That's for sure. So minimum date equal new date. Why? Confirm. Tuesday, August. Today. Oh, I cannot. Okay, yeah, it. Mode. Do I have mode here? Date. So now it should be only date. Perfect. What else? Text color, no. On confirm on cancel title. It can also have a title. Okay. Okay, so now let me, it looks okay, but I want to also check, for example, the text field and to work around this. For example, I think I will need this field set. Field set around everything. We will also need the label. Where is the label coming from? From use string field info. Do we have something where date pick use date field info, you see? For now is optional. Props does not exist. Yep. ID. Text field HTML4 ID. Use ID. What's that? I don't know. Should be imported from React itself. Target date. Okay, the label, we already have it. In the create scheme, it's coming from here. Target date. Date. What's this shake? We'll see. Font size. No, that's too much. 2, 3, 4. I can also maybe add an icon before it. So let's see, lucid icons. Date. Let's take this one, calendar. And it's calendar. And to render it, it's going to be here, calendar. We put it into a X stack. Align items center. And we can also add some margin left. Something like this. I think it looks okay. Target date. Okay. What else does the text field have? Well, first of all, if we look at the text field, the way it handles the field itself, it's coming from this UseTS controller. So let's take it, instead of having this state, we're gonna have this UseTS controller that will manage our field. Then in the text field, how do we work with it? For example, value field.value. That means that here I'm gonna say field.value. Here as well, field.value. Cannot find name date. Wait. Oh, I need use test controller date here. Date. And now it's going to be a bit different. I can right away specify this one. Or new date. So initially it doesn't have anything. Can it have a default? I think it can. So here, well, let's have here a default, because sometimes it might not be defined. Select date. Where will the placeholder come if we define it here and then magically add this syntax? Select target date. Yes. Target. Okay. On confirm, we need to do field.onChange. Field.onChange date. Will it work? So if I select, something went wrong. Dot to date string, I think that's how we were. Select. The target date is still this one. Or the placeholder, you know, can be the title of this. Select target date. Okay. But I want to have a default value date digest dot end of year dot to date. So now if I'm gonna go here to the savings goal, it has Sunday, December 23, and I can update it to, for example, April 2024, October. Okay. Everything good so far. And there is also this disabled is submitting. So what can I do with the disabled? In the date picker, it's going to be open if it's open and is not disabled, because if it's disabled, I don't want to open it. If it's open and it's not disabled, and that means that if I do like this, and when I say disable equal to true, it should hide it and it should not allow us to open it. Okay, is submitting. Okay. What else? With the error as well. What are we doing in the text field with the error? It has a theme around the field set. Should we try that as well? Can I just try here red to see how it looks? What about text field red? This red should probably be for the text. Theme Alt 1 input. So in Tamagui, how do we use theme? Background color. So for the which one? For this text with field value, I can do here what? Color. Background, I don't know. Text. Well, I'm gonna add a to do. I don't want to do it now. To do highlight with red the text when there is an error. I'm gonna simply put this one here. It's gonna be ready. But where do we field error? Well, at this moment we don't have errors to do. Add display field error. I think for us it's good like this. September, confirm. Perfect. And what I want to do is to see if we get it in this data. So target date, if I'm gonna do data dot target date, it's gonna be a date. Yeah, I need it in string. To date string. or to ISO date. Well, before I do all of this, I can simply console log. So if I press create, nothing is gonna happen. If I do 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, create, we see it like this. I think that's right. I think that's even better to ISO string, to keep it like this, not to keep it this way. Okay. I don't know. New year. Let's do new year. Now inside our goals we have new year. With this, yeah, I think because it's date, it will simply save it like a proper date. Okay, never mind, that's good. And what do we want to do with it? We're going to display it in our card. So inside UI source components, we have the goal card. In Apps Expo. No. And target date is going to be goal dot target date. Now let's go into the goal card. We're gonna add here target date as a date or as a string. We can have it as a date. We can take it here. And we can render it below the title. We need to import this one from Tamagui. We already see the date, that's good, but we need to put it into a Y stack together with the title. Like this. Okay. And the margin left should be on the Y stack itself. Perfect. And the title will align items or justify content. Space between. Can maybe add here margin bottom. 1, 2, Okay. And for the color, gray 10. New year. Okay, so the only thing that I want to change a bit is I wanted to change the how we display this. DGS target date. No, to local string. Should we try to do a relative time? And I can do from now, right? In 4 months, new year in 4 months, vacation in 4 months. All of them are in 4 months. But if I do one saving goal, I don't know, house in 3 years, that one is going to be also in 4 months. Why it keeps the same date? It does not update it. (2027). This one updates, so maybe wait a sec. In 4 years. Okay, so I think that's perfect. That's exactly what I wanted with this date picker. We can select dates for the target when we want this to happen, and when we're gonna see that in the card and here as well. So goal item, we can easily do git add git commit -m target date. And yeah, that's perfect. If I look at the board set due date, that's done. And different background colors based on the status. Yeah, that's also something important. Even like managing the status. But that is going to come later. That is everything for today. We implemented notifications, and we also managed to implement one extra feature. Anyway, I want to remind you that this week we're gonna have a training, a pitch training session hosted by the expert Roman Gluck, who specializes in public speaking and training for startups. So make sure to check out our pro community, because this event is going to be exclusive to the pro community, and more details you can find on our website. Looking forward to see your projects during the demo day on September 1st. And also I'm preparing my project to be able to publish it by that time. Thank you for following my journey with this summer startup project, and good luck with building your own applications. I'm gonna see you this Friday, also here on YouTube, continuing building this application. All right, guys, bye-bye. Have a nice weekend ahead. Not weekend, week.